Good morning, it's Brian at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. I'm going to show you this 2011 1.4 iVTEC EX Honda Jazz. Brian's my name, so any information you want on the car, please give us a call 086 843 1945 or the garage 045 531 000, or if you come to the garage just ask for me, or if you look at www.hondacentre.ie if you want to see pictures and pricing and other information on the car. This one is a particularly tidy car. It's travelled just about 37,000 kilometres, but it's a really nice specification as well. So the EX model was the highest spec available in the Jazz at the time. Just a quick run around in terms of condition. The car is a one owner car from brand new. Every panel on the car is pretty much perfect. So looking all the way down the driver's side, it is absolutely perfect. There's a teeny weeny mark just down along here, which we're going to do a little repair on. And that's the only mark really around the whole car. Bumper and bonnet are in nice condition. There is a couple of stone chips as you'd expect for a 2011 car, but very nice. And then all the way down the passenger side, all original and all pretty much unblemished all the way around. So let's have a quick look in terms of spec. One thing actually that's unusual in this car, it's got a rear spoiler down along here, which is a Honda accessory. So it finished off the car at the rear quite nicely compared to normal ones. And then after that, in 2011 they had a nice LED style tail light and brake light, tail light and brake light along there. In terms of the boot is really tidy condition, and for the size of car compared to other cars in the class like Yaris, Corsa and other similar size cars, Fiesta and stuff, it's quite big. This one has another accessory. Ooh, sorry about the noise. It's got a spare wheel. So they don't usually come with a spare wheel from the factory. So previous owner had the spoiler, the spare wheel as we see, and also parking sensors fitted along the back. So some very nice and useful accessories down along there. This just to close it down. After that, in terms of the interior, those 16-inch wheels, actually we never looked at them, so that rear right one is perfect. That front right one, pretty good. It's got a little bit of curbing along here, but nothing I don't think you wouldn't expect on a 5-year-old car. And this one over here is actually really good, and that's actually one that's normally prone front left to curbing, and this rear left one really good as well. So I describe those wheels as really good condition. In terms of the back, so we have child lock with rear window, and then rear armrest, 3-point safety belts, 3 head restraints in the back, kangaroo pockets along here. The floor is in super condition, so the couple that used to own the car, their kids would have been grown, so this car had a really easy life in the back. Absolutely, I'd describe that as pretty much flawless without, for want of a better word. EX has a nice glass roof up above. I'll show you the controls from that. And the cool thing about these is the doors open at a right angle for access, and then they've got a magic seat set up, which means we just push it down and the seat locks in place on both sides if you want. So it's tall mode if you want to get some awkward stuff in and out of the back. Over here we will have front and rear electrics down along here, cruise control in through here, usual wiper controls, but they are automated as well, so they'll come on themselves basically if it rains outside using a sensor that's up here. Same with the headlights, they've got another sensor that's up here as well, and they'll come on themselves whenever it gets to night time or when it gets dark. 5 forward gears with leather gear knob, leather steering wheel down along through here. And then in terms of the inside, we have automatic climate control with these functions up here. So auto, which gets you to 18 degrees, off, which is obviously off. After that then speed up or slow down the fan, warm or cold, air conditioning on or off, and which mode, where do you want the air to blow, face, feet, all that kind of stuff. It's got a USB connector, which is pretty useful these days. It also has, which is an added extra, Bluetooth down along here. It is a basic kit, but it is a functional kit. And it's also got, which is probably not as useful I'd say now, but at the time in 2011 some phones were still being charged, but it depends what kind of phone you have. There is some people still using Nokia's, which might find that useful down along, with their own phone. Right, mirrors over here, fold them in, and then the usual controls down through there. In the middle here, front and rear windscreen demisters with the rear window linking to the wing mirrors as well. Usual radio and CD setup down along through there, and then we have another auxiliary point in here as well. The cool thing about Jazz in the front is glove box front and glove box down low with a full service history in through there as well. The roof, as we were saying, is a glass roof. It doesn't open, but it's got a blind that will cover over, so some people like a glass roof to be open to let light in, some people don't. so they choose to leave it closed, so it's up to your own discretion, whatever way you want to rock it. After that, we got an armrest over here for the driver. In terms of safety, driver, passenger, side of the seat, curtain airbags up high, anti-lock brakes, and then there's also stability control down here as well, which basically keeps the rear end of the car in check should the rear end of the car move around and around about or wet conditions or anything like that. That's a really basic overview in the car. As we were saying, mileage wise in this car, just over 37 odd thousand kilometers, so 37.3 right now. The car will go through servicing pretty soon with ourselves, so it'll come serviced, it'll come with a 12-month warranty, and then we can take your trade in, and we can also offer you finance on a car like this as well. So the garage is in Kildare, it's a family run business, and it's in operation since the 1950s. So hopefully this car is of interest. If there's any information you'd like, Brian is my name, so if you're looking at a Honda Jazz, without probably trying to give you the big sales pitch, I actually genuinely believe this is going to be one of the best 2011s out there at the moment. So hopefully this one's of interest, and thanks for taking time to watch.